Vikings at 12-5.
Go ahead, Tim.
I had the Vikings at 10-7, taking first in the division.
This division is terrible.
At 10-7, yes.
It's not a good division.
Yeah, but the Vikings have 4 wins over the Bears and Lions. Easy.
Exactly.
The Vikings get hired a new head coach. He said he wants to throw the ball, so I think Dalvin Cook would be more healthy throughout the whole year. JJ going to get a lot more targets this year. Same thing with Adam Thielen. Bill, I know you said Adam Thielen's old, but he's still a wide receiver 7.
I said he's getting older. I didn't say he was old.
Hey,
I think
he turns 32 this year.
Vikings have a hard. Oh my god, dude! The Vikings have a hard schedule, guys. You guys are gonna say that they're going.
I forgot to even mention the fact that Dalvin Cook is still on that roster.
You have okay. The first 9 games. Let's just go through the first 9 games. Vikings, Packers.
Win.
It's a toss-up. Eagles, Vikings.
Well, hold on. Wait. The Vikings have week 1 Sammy Watkins to contend with, so he's going to go off for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Go ahead.
And then get hurt next week. No, Eagles, Vikings, Jalen Hurts, and that team. Like the Eagles are going to win that game. The Lions they beat. The Saints they beat. The Bears they probably beat. The Dolphins are the Dolphins are a toss-up this year, man.
I think the Vikings beat the Dolphins.
The Cardinals.
I think the Dolphins.
You got Kyler Murray and his
I said the Cardinals
offense.
were overrated last week, so again, Vikings beat the Cardinals. We can keep going.
Vikings beat the Cardinals 100%.
The Bills.
It's to be noted that Call of Duty comes out 2 days before they play the Cardinals.
Kyler Murray. Yep.
The Washington Commies are not going to beat the Vikings. So they lose to the Bills. So we've got them losing 3 games at this point. With what? Okay. They're
6-3. The Cowboys is a toss-up.
I disagree. I think the Vikings Cowboys.
Dude, Justin Jefferson is going to make Trayvon Diggs look like he's a Division 3 cornerback.
Yeah. So the Vikings take the Cowboys. Then
the Patriots.
Vikings.
Where's that game at?
It's in Minnesota. Yeah. Then you got the Jets, the Vikings, the Lions, the Vikings. Okay, I'll give you a toss-up with the Colts. I'll give you a toss-up with the Colts.
I think the Lions upset the Vikings 1 week.
You're going to do what with the Colts?
They'll lose to the Lions once.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants. But see, you're saying they're going to lose to the Lions, right? But you're saying it's an easy win to the Dolphins and Cardinals?
No. I have them losing to the Dolphins.
If that game's in Miami, the Dolphins will absolutely win that game.
It's in Miami.
The Dolphins are going to win.
Mm-hmm. And then you have the Packers and Bears, and it at any time the Packers could 100% sweep the Vikings. It's Aaron Rodgers. Let's be honest here.
They don't own the Vikings.
We haven't even gotten to the whole Aaron Rodgers is playing with a bunch of noobs situation yet.
Can we point out that the Bengals should be in the NFC North, so we have Lions, Tigers, and Bears? I
don't hate it.
I think that we're being a little bit optimistic about who said 12-5? Was that you?
Me, that was you, Bill. 12-5.
I don't know. I think it's a little optimistic, but we'll see. Like you guys.
I want to point something out real quick. It's not related to the NFC North. We just hit the most viewers that we've ever had on a show at one time at 13. So congratulations, BSing Sports. Thank you, guests, for being on here. Anyway,
let me get one.
My take on the Vikings. I got them
again. Let Pete go again.
Can I go?
Let who go?
You, Pete. Yeah, you wanted to go.
I think from 20 to 20. When you're not in the goal line, Kirk Cousins is a top 5 quarterback. Once he's in the goal line, he's terrible.
That's not even a hot take. I 100% agree. He's a very accurate quarterback.
Super average in the red zone.
He's below average in the red zone, and he's below average on national TV. So,
12.
I think I actually agree with the Vikings going 12-5. I think that's realistic. However, I got them 11-6, and there is one reason why. Kevin O'Connell. He designed all the schemes for the Rams offense last year. Cooper Kupp ran absolutely wild. From a strictly talent standpoint, Justin Jefferson's a better receiver. He is the second best receiver in the NFL. Devontae Adams would love to throw hands with Bill right now, as would I.
100% agree.
Yeah, Devontae Adams has just been doing it longer, and they're very similar. They're both very crisp route runners with very good hands, but Devontae Adams has just been doing it longer. That's both the separator from
They're both 6'3" as well. That's another thing to point out.
That being said, I just think the offense is going to be a problem for a lot of teams. I think the real issue is the defense the last couple of years in Minnesota has not been what it has been. I think that's led to Mike Zimmer getting kicked to the curb as he was the defensive guy. He was supposed to bring the heat, and it just didn't happen for the last couple of years. So I think Kevin O'Connell, with the weapons that he has at his disposal on this offense, let's not sleep on KJ Osborne in the slot, or, he's going to be an outside receiver, but let's not sleep on KJ Osborne, being the third wide receiver out there. And like Tim said, I think the more they throw, the more Dalvin Cook stays healthy throughout the season. So yeah, go ahead and give me the Vikings winning this division at 11-6.
So the Vikings went defense heavy during the draft.
I don't believe in rookies, especially on defense. I think it takes them a full year to develop. I think rookies are slightly less than people and slightly above Cowboys fans. But go ahead.
I guess saw earlier that they want draft
heavy on the defense and draft.
Yeah.
I guess we're done with the Vikings here at this point. Moving on to the Bears. Matt, why don't you go ahead and talk about your boy Justin Fields?
Hey, that's my guy. So they went heavy. They got an offensive tackle and a guard, I think, both at their one first round draft and a second round draft pick. Like Ryan said, rookies are rookies. So not only are they not used to the load of the 17 games and just the NFL speed in general, but I do think that does give Justin Fields the time to work his magic a little bit more. He is a absolutely amazing dual threat quarterback. I think that he's going to get better and just continue to get better. I say 9-8, and like I said, I think that they could grab either third or second in the division, and that one is split between the Vikings and them. I do think.
Tim.
See, I got the Bears going way less than that. I got them at 3-14, last in the division.
That is.
They have
a very easy schedule. Very easy schedule. Not to interrupt you. Sorry.
I know they do, but they don't have any wide receiver. They got Darnell Mooney.
Last place teams get last place schedules, man.
They got Darnell Mooney, and that's it. Like, they lost Allen Robinson. Yeah, they got Monty coming back healthy.
Thank you, Ginger Gamer.
Huh?
I was thanking Ginger Gamer for hopping on.
They have Monty coming back healthy. They got the backup Khalil Herbert, right, Ryan?
Yes.
They
do have Tajay Sharp.
They're pretty good running backs. I don't think that offensive line is good enough to protect Justin Fields. That's my biggest.
They do still have work to do. 100%.
Bill.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know I'm not high on Justin Fields. We've had conversations about it. And behind that offensive line, he's going to look even more abysmal than he did last year, in my opinion. So I've got the Bears finishing at 7-10. However, they do not finish last in the division. I've got that solely for the Lions.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill and I completely disagree on something. Here on BSing Sports.
I've got the Bears at 7-10. And primarily because of the offensive line. And like I said before, I am not high on Justin Fields. He just hasn't shown me anything at any point in time that makes me believe that he's going to take the next level. And that's what it's about.
Man, he gets sacked every fucking play. It's hard to do that when you
Pete, go ahead and give us your take on the Chicago Bears.
I think the Bears are easy last place. I don't even think Justin Fields is the starter at the end of the season. He's either going to be hurt or benched.
That is wild.
I just don't know. Name me the last Ohio State quarterback that was worth a shit. Wow. All right, we're done because there is none.
In the NFL, okay.
Troy Smith.
Troy Smith was a nobody in the NFL.
Right. Maybe if you want to say Joe Burrow, maybe.
Dwayne Haskins
is a nobody in the NFL.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Was it nobody in the NFL?
But who?
He had a great season with the Commanders.
We talked about the Chiefs last week, boss.
you got to read the rest of the comments.
And we talked about Washington in 2 weeks.
Quick shout out, Chiefs easy first place in their division, but I got Bears last place, 5 wins.
Dude, Pete and I are on a roll, man. I also got the Bears winning 5 games in this division and finishing last place. Yes, I like Justin Fields personally. I like his talent. The hiring of Matt Eberflus was a weird one. You'd figured they would bring in an offensive-minded guy for a young quarterback to help, grow Justin Fields, but instead they brought in the defensive coordinator from the Colts, who didn't seem like that fantastic anyway. But yeah, I think that hiring was weird. I don't think they really went out and did anything for Justin Fields. Velus Jones in the 3rd round, who is already older than Justin Fields. David Montgomery, he's actually older than all the other skill position starters on the Bears, and he's a rookie. He's 25 years old as a rookie. That's just insane to me. So he's going to be out there teaching them how to run playbooks and be like, back in my day, he's going to be talking to them like that. Back in my day, we actually hit over the middle of the field. No, but it's the Bears are a weird organization. I know they cleaned house in the offseason. David Montgomery does nothing for me. He's not a talented running back by any stretch of the imagination. He's averaged less than 4 yards a carry for his career. And in his 4 spot starts last year, Khalil Herbert averaged 4.4 yards a carry and 86 yards total for each game. So Khalil Herbert's obviously the more talented of the two. I'll go ahead and say that he's the starting running back by midseason. They're a weird organization. Obviously, Roquan Smith wants out. They don't feel like that their best defensive player is worth a good contract. I don't know. They're a weird organization. I have no faith in them whatsoever. So go ahead and give me 5 wins for the Chicago Bears.
They also traded Khalil Mack.
They did
What's up?
Trade Khalil Mack.
They did trade
Khalil Mack to the Chargers, and the Chargers are going to roll this year to a 4th place finish in that division.
Did they get 2 first-round picks or 1 first-round pick for him?
They got 1, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on to the Packers. Packer Pete.
Hold
I
on.
won't ever call you that.
Before we start that, real quick. We did the West last week. If you after we're done with this show, want to go back on YouTube or our website, bsingsports.com, you're more than welcome to go and check it out and leave comments. We always like to comment back. But this week it's the AFC and NFC North, so we're going to continue with that for now. Pete, you're up.
Oh, okay. All right.
Packer Pete, baby.
I think
Just
Packers
kidding.
are easy. I think 1st and 2nd place is easy Minnesota, then Green Bay. I think Green Bay is going to get 2nd. I think Aaron Rodgers will just will them to 10 wins.
Oh, yeah.
You can just put 10 wins on the board for him, maybe 11. But I think A.J. Dillon's a really good running back, and I think they're going to hand the ball off to him a lot this season. I think they have some decent guys on defense, and they're in the NFC North. So the Bears and the Lions are just, the Bears and the Lions.
Everyone's sleeping on the Lions, man.
You know what? I'll tell you what. This is probably one of the easier divisions on paper where it's divided in half. Like what the top half and what the bottom half is going to be. But I feel like there's some discrepancies between individuals as to how each of those halves will finish. Bill, go ahead. Give us your take on the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers, right? As Pete pointed out, he's going to will them to wins. He's throwing a ball to a bunch of nobodies and Randall Cobb. I say nobodies. Obviously, they're better than all of us. They're playing in the NFL, but you just can't count Aaron Rodgers out year after year after year after year after year. He played with no defense on the opposite side of the football, and he continued to win games. He's overcome tons of adversity, and I just think it's another season where he has to try and overcome a ton of adversity. I've got them with 11 wins, but I've got them at the 10.5 mark. Really, is what I've got it written down as. So it could be 10 or 11. That's where I've got them. And finishing
second. Tying a game. Nice.
What'd you say?
You have them tying a game. Nice.
You know what I'm saying, though. I could very easily see them winning either 10 or 11 games. So yeah, that's the loss of Devontae Adams. You guys already pointed out one of the best top 2, and according to Ryan, the best wide receiver in football.
He is the best.
It's going to be apparent early, but again, I think Aaron Rodgers overcomes it, and they start winning games down the stretch by the handful. And yeah, 11-6 for the Packers, 2nd place.
Matt, go ahead. Packers.
I also have them at 11-6, and I have them going 1st place in the division. I mean, just like Bill said, I mean, you don't really have to say much about Aaron Rodgers when you see his name pop up. I think he's going to have another MVP caliber season, even with the receiving core that he has.